A Journey into the Unknown. John lived in New Hampshire, a man in his early 20s going through a turbulent phase in his life. After a breakup from his girlfriend of 2 years, he decided to reconnect with his faith by attending church every Sunday with his grandmother, who clung to her beliefs despite losing her husband. One day after service, he met a mysterious girl named Kylie. She caught his attention with her hazel eyes and dark hair. Their conversation began simply, leading to an exchange of numbers. But something about her was unsettling. Stories about her troubled family, a violent father who had driven them to flee, and her scarce online presence raised suspicions. On a dark evening, John and Kylie went out on their first date. Things were going well until they decided to take a drive. As they traveled down an abandoned road surrounded by dense woods, Kylie began murmuring incomprehensible words as if speaking an ancient language. Alarmed, John stopped the car when her eyes suddenly turned completely white. Panicked, he slammed the brakes, but before he could react, Kylie opened the door, ran into the forest, and vanished into the darkness. After that night, John never saw Kylie again. He tried to contact her, but her number disappeared from his phone, and her online profiles were nowhere to be found. Strangely, even the church congregation insisted they had never seen a girl matching her description. Time passed, and John tried to move on. He decided to visit a friend in another state for a change of scenery. On his way back, a fierce storm hit the road. His old car struggled as he pulled over, waiting for the rain to subside. While sitting inside, he noticed flickering lights in the distance. At first, he thought it was lightning, but soon realized it was flashlights moving erratically. The lights drew closer, revealing 3 figures holding flashlights, moving in an unsettling manner. They stopped around his car, examining it closely. One of them fired a shot into the air, sending John scrambling to hide behind a nearby rock. Then, suddenly, the lights stopped, and the 3 figures disappeared into the darkness just as abruptly as they appeared. John returned to his car, trembling, and drove as fast as he could to the nearest town, but things only got stranger. He pulled into a gas station to refuel. The station was completely deserted when he entered. However, when he stepped out, the place was suddenly bustling with cars and people, as if it had been filled in an instant. He tried to process what was happening, but felt a growing sense of unease when everyone around him began staring at him with cold, unreadable expressions. Panicked, he fled the station and continued driving down the highway. Twice, a minivan with cracked windows sped past him, as if time were looping in a bizarre cycle. Returning to his hometown, John was overwhelmed with fear and confusion. He knew that what he had experienced was no coincidence. The strange events, Kylie, the mysterious figures in the desert, the eerie gas station, were all connected to something far beyond his understanding. And deep down, he realized this was not the end, but the beginning of a much darker journey.